Hi, I'm Sue from Quilter's Paradise. Today we're going to be showing you a melon that is created using our Slit N Sew templates and Slit N Sew method. Okay, this happens to be 4 blocks of the melon. So a melon consists of the B and the 2 A's. Currently we have a 6-inch template set, and you can cut 3 pieces out of this by, this is the B, this is the A, and as you'd move this over and then here, so you'd get the 3 pieces here. Then for the 9-inch template set, you're only going to get piece B out of one 10-inch square, and you're probably only going to get one A out of a 10-inch square. Okay, these are the pieces we're going to be using. We happen to have 2 A pieces and 1 B. Now we're going to bring them over to the sewing machine and I'll show you how to put it together. We're going to be sewing the melon together. This is piece A, this is piece B, this is piece A. We're going to sew with A face up. We're going to bring B over and lay it over here, and we want it to be square when it's done, so we're going to start sewing here and not lining this up. So my most important thing to line up is that top line right there. Now I'll be taking it over to the sewing machine so you can see me sew it. Okay, I'm going to start sewing the melon. I have my tape on here that I measured 1/4 of an inch from the needle, and this edge up here is even, this is not, and that's okay, because I'm going to take about 3 stitches and then I'm going to care about it. I'm going to make sure my needle's in the needle down position and I'm going to start sewing. Do about 3. Now I care about that, and I have a slit down here and I have a slit right here. So we're going to bring those together. And what's really nice is having this blue tape here is I can see that I'm pulling it straight. So I'm going to pull and sew to that slit. I'm going to do it again. There's a slit there, a slit there. Let me tug. Again, I'm sewing straight. I always like to do it with this on the bottom and the other one on the top, so I can always see them and bring them together. When you're doing something like an apple core, you have to be able to do it both ways. So that gives you a lot of testing out. Now we're coming close to the end, and that's where we have a little trick, which is what we did before, because as you can see here, this isn't even down here. We need that to be even. So we're going to bring this over, and this is where I'd use either an awl. This happens to be a seam ripper. You can use scissors, but you're going to hold it here, and when you get to this point, you're going to stop, because I want you to see that this is sticking up a little. It's not even. So now we're going to bring this over, and you're going to tug this side. There's not much fabric down here to play with, but we want to bring this purple over to that green like that. That's now covered. And I'm going to switch it back, do it over here. Put this down. Whoops. And keep this straight. And now remove it. Now we're going to go press it, and we're at this point in time we're pressing to the B, from this A to the B. So this is the B, this is the A. I'm going to press towards the A. What I've discovered is I like to set the edge, both edges, and then I'm going to come back and I am going to press. Okay, going around the curve. And one of the things I want to try to do is keep this square. Okay? because we want to try to maintain that as being square. My next step is going to be, I'm going to take this and move it like here, and I have this. So now I have to sew this A to this B. And how I do that is I like to sew with my curve like this. So I am going to bring this up, and I am going to, and now I'm really going to try to make a straight line here. This is straight, and that's what I'm lining up to. Okay, so my piece A is face up, right down here. This is my piece B. I've got this lined up, and I want to try to keep it square. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to do those 3 stitches again. And believe it or not, you can go right to where the seam is. So you're going to go into there. Now you're going to start bringing these together. And I got all these threads here. Just a minute. The thread's stuck. Isn't that fun? I'm sure that never happens to you guys. Again, just sew to the slit. Okay, again, when I'm getting near the end, I'm going to bring out, in this case, my seam ripper. I'm going to bring this down, and I want you to see that that's not even, okay? I can only sew so far, and really, you basically just want to go to where the seam is, and you're going to stop there. Then I'm going to raise this up. Again, I don't have that much to push away, but I'm going to bring these 2 layers together by pulling this one back and this one forward. I do that. Now they're even. Bring it around. Try to keep them even. Put my foot down and sew off. So now I've sewn this onto here, and what I want to do to reduce bulk is I'm going to be pressing this way. So again, I'm going to be putting this in here, and one of the things that I'm trying to do is maintain it as a square as possible. I'm going to press it over. Okay, if it is not square, what you can do is apply steam, and we can block this. But that is pretty square. It looks like it's got a little dip here. You can just play with it a little. And there we are. Thank you for joining us at Quilter's Paradise for learning how to do the melon in the Slit and Sew method. Hope you try it and enjoy it, and look at all the beautiful types of projects you can make.